And Nueces County commissioners heard from several community members today about how they think the county should be reopened for business after being limited by COVID-19. Brian Burns reports several speakers said while the health emergency may be getting better for our area, the business community is still struggling.
Commissioners passed along concerns from residents who didn't understand why the rules covering testing and reporting had changed. City Manager Peter Zanoni pointed out the county and city were among the first in the state on many fronts.
Some of those highlights include being the second location in the state to do drive-through testing. We were the second one down here in Nueces County. Another one when it comes to communication, just what you're doing today and getting information out to the community, but also amongst yourselves, is having those joint city-county press briefings every day.
Zanoni pointed out San Antonio didn't start their daily briefings until 2 weeks later. Another presenter was Dr. Keith Rose, who says we've all been at home too long.
I mean, people need community. They need to go. My wife needs to go to the nail salon, or she's going to kill me. I mean, you people need to go shopping. People need to feel like they're coming back. We don't want the strong hand of government. We can self-govern. It's the whole reason this country was founded.
Local businessman Andy Taubman, who is a property owner and landlord, says the economy has taken a near fatal blow.
As you can imagine, small business is largely funded by the blood, sweat, and tears and money of the business owners, many of whom have mortgaged their house and spent their entire life savings to put in their business. When those businesses fail, and they will, you will have an entire class of people who are now facing personal financial ruin, potentially homelessness, and everything that comes along with that.
Judge Barbara Canales says she will continue seeking input to help her adopt a responsible reopening plan. Brian Burns, 3 News.